small W.
Still a long way to go in this season, but
Bills. They, too, were winners last time.
Great mindset, and it usually leads to a really well.
They'll be led out by a two-time Super Bowl MVP.
I think that as Eli Manning has progressed as a veteran, you're seeing more and more things added to his game. A little more patience in the pocket, not just looking for the big C completion. I think he continues to get better with each year.
The wide receivers, often a very, very talented group, and that's
love to make big plays out in the open field. They will attempt to do so in this game.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Manning will try again on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The intended target that time was Jonathan Stewart. And that'll make it 3rd down. And a look at the starters for the Miami defense.
Cameron Wake may have begun his career in Canada, but in the NFL, he's been one of the top pass rushers since he's entered the league.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. On play action. Now Manning. He's going to let this one go deep. And got his man complete. A really good pickup of 28 yards. These guys told us.
Stretch the field. You often leave guys in one-on-one situations, and that allows your better athletes to go up and get the football. I love the preparation that they put into this. They made it a priority, and they got what they expected.
Here's Manning to throw. Coleman has it here right side. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't
they? When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Now a first carry for Jonathan Stewart. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
I can't help it. I'm just sitting back in admiration right now. This defense tells everyone that plays against them, you're not beating us running the football. That's who we are. That's what we're about. It's not going to happen. If you're going to beat us, you better pick another way.
They'll try and run it. Here's Stewart. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. On to try the field goal now, Phil Dawson. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good, but there is a flag down. He might get another shot at this. So the flag is for roughing the kicker, a big 15-yard penalty.
And I'm not sure that was the... time to go all out after the kicker. Plenty of time left in this game.
Following the penalty, here's Stewart. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. The defensive end, Cameron Wake, brings him down. Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. Pistol, Stewart, and they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
When I see Cameron Wake make plays like that, I can't help but shake my head sometimes. He had to go to Canada first before he came back to the NFL, where he's now an all-pro.
Yeah, undrafted out of Penn State, but look at him now.
But just think about all the pass rushing moves he has, his ability to play against the run. Remember, he was a combo outside linebacker, defensive end. Now he's just simply one of the best in the NFL.
And the kick for the 41-year-old is up and good. And the Bills' opening drive yields 3. So, of course, they wanted to find the end zone, but when you go on the road and your first drive results in points, I think you're pretty happy.
You have to be, because you've taken it to the home team in this case. And while you may not have shut up the home crowd, you've quieted them down a little bit. Good way to start.
Forte, the lone running back. They go play action here on first down. Flushed out right. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Larry Fitzgerald was the intended target. And now it's second down. Play action. It's Roethlisberger. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third. Offense trying to avoid stalling out, facing a 3rd and 10. On third down, Roethlisberger. He's going to let it go again. And incomplete, a disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now fourth down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger, eluding the pressure right. And he's got Fitzgerald. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. First carry for Matt Forte. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so. Play action. Now Roethlisberger. And he rifles one incomplete. Matt Forte, a great receiver out of the backfield, was the intended target. And now it's third down. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. Big Ben going to take it himself. Only a pickup of 2, but that's all they needed for the first. Smart approach there, using the run to pick up the first. And that was a defensive setup they prepared for this week, knowing that keeping it on the ground was the best way to attack it.
And that means also that they're able to read them pretty well. All the things they prepared for, when they get to the line of scrimmage, they see it in pre-snap recognition and know exactly how to attack based on their planning and preparation.
Play clock winding down. Another run, this time Forte. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. Back now with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Dolphins in possession of the football. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Back to the ground on first, it's Forte. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. And Dixon. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
It's so risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
They start on the ground. This is Stewart on first. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
Are you trying to suggest that he is a huge man?
He is
not just a big man, a huge man.
Big boy.
Well, how about the credit then for the defense to be able to chop that big tree and put him on the ground?
I know back when you played, it took 4 of you to take a guy like that down, right?
Well, that's for sure. And then
rush coming, and he's taken down. Desmond Bishop coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. And the O-line will have to do a better job protecting here on third down after that sack.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving
under pressure, and they get it to him again. The 6-time Pro Bowler, Clay Matthews, in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. It's fielded at the 45. So possession goes over here on the punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out is...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. And they better put that ball to the side because with that catch, he's a new single-season receiving yards record holder.
What a fantastic year. And we saw it start early, didn't we, partner? Right out of the gate, we knew he was going to have a tremendous year, but who knew it will culminate in breaking this all-time record.
And he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he'll get into the end zone as a 2-point conversion is successful. And I guess that makes up for the earlier missed 2-point try here to get him to 14.
Yeah, that aggressiveness reminds me a lot of when basketball first adopted the 3-point shot, and people were starting to realize that 3 for 2 was really starting to work for them. In this case now, maybe the 2 for 1 is coming into play in the NFL.
Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll start the drive with a run by Stewart. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Stewart is the lone setback. Manning to throw on second down. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Whether they deserve credit or not, the defense is going to take credit for that incompletion because it always feels good when you slow down an offense.
So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third. Now Manning. It's caught. Jones. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big gain there for the Bills. 36 yards.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
Now Stewart on first down. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Larry Ridley will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Here's Manning to throw, and that is incomplete here.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
So a second down incompletion now brings up third down. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Throwing is Manning on third down. And this is going to be incomplete. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
And the Dolphins offense now ready to go back out on the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. A big play there on the screen pass. 30 yards. And they talked about how important the passing game was going to be against that defensive look. Good job there going to the air for the first down.
It's all about preparation. It's all about planning. And then it's about execution. So they put it all together in practice. Okay, this is what we think we're going to see. This is how they get to it. And then when the game comes, read it and attack it.
And down inside the 15 he goes. They give him 15 more, and it's another first down. And they're going to speed things up here. From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on first down. Sets up the screen to Forte. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Matt Forte, his second touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
the kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down. From the gun on third down, Manning. He's got time. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Throwing on first down is Manning. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. The intended target was Corey Coleman, and that'll bring up second down. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Manning will try again on second down. He's got time in the pocket. He hits Stewart in the flat. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Manning now on first down. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, second down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Back to the air on second down. It's Manning. And Green with a catch left side. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Manning going to try and throw on third down. Well, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
And Dawson's kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, but the net gain, 3 points.
And you're going to have drives like that in this league. Sometimes you just got to take the 3 and move on. Always better than nothing.
This is taken at his 4. Oh, spinning away. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Forte, the lone running back. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. He's going to, and that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. And partner, sayonara to Randy Moss's 0-7 record. That is the 24th receiving touchdown this year for him. He's the new king.
Well, always remember how Randy did it. Going deep, going over the top of people, and catching those touchdown passes. But what we've witnessed here today, what we've witnessed throughout this season, great new memories have been created by the new king.
And he is into the end zone, so they get 2 more on the board here just before halftime. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half. Yeah, that's perfect. 2, Davis, deep. I got to go. Okay, and sorry about that. Didn't know Larry got cut off early. We are back and ready for the third quarter. And last year, that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year, he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half.
That's caught at the 25. It's a big play there for Miami. 56 yards. So deja vu all over again. Another good week. Sometimes maybe, because the defense doesn't look that bad, maybe this is just good offense beating good defense in his case.
I like that because we always want to point out that there's a breakdown.
He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Marlon Brown, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. And that was really just a great battle for that football on both sides. The result is a touchdown.
Ordinarily, I'd like to say it was a win-win, but it really wasn't because the defender, while he was there with excellent coverage, he didn't get the benefit, did he?
But he's not going to get chewed up in film session, will he?
No, he was right there. They'll tell him, okay, of course you need to knock the ball away, but they won't be too upset with him. He did his job for the most part. Partner, that type of a lead, and they're going to fake it from the 15 to try and pick up a 2-point play instead of kicking it through the posts. Come on, man. Put that in mothballs. Come on. What? Come on. Don't do that.
Put that in mothballs?
Yeah, preserve that for it. That's an ancient relic, faking it. I can understand. You want to rub it in a little. You fake it when you snapped it from the 3. But from the 15, mothball that bad boy, just like my grandmother had.
Yeah,
in her attic, the stuff she used to preserve.
It smells terrible. Here's the Dolphins defense as they head out to set up shop. They'll come out in the pistol. Looking to get the ground game going with Stewart. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12. Manning to throw on 2nd down. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
They'll set up the screen for Stewart. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4. From the gun on 3rd down, Manning. It's caught. Jones. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Stewart is the lone setback. And he'll get it up the middle. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
On to try the field goal now, Phil Dawson. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So that one is his 3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Devin Hester with a return of 102 yards. And the Dolphins just continue to pour it on.
Devin Hester does it again.
Is he a Hall of Famer?
Oh, I don't think there's any question about it. Anybody who can put the ball in the end zones, we just saw there in a kick return game, punt return, kick return, he scores points, and he alters what teams have to do against him.
And this is caught in the middle of the field. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about, in practice now, something they never really did before.
They come up in an offset eye. This is Stewart. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Now that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Stewart, and there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. And this should be the final play. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. So 3rd and 5, 3rd and medium here. Now Manning. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Back now in Miami. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. On 1st and 10, here's Manning. And this is going to be caught along the sideline. Nicely done, but right at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. On 1st down, Manning finding time. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they have the football, and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Facing this 4th quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock. They know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down. Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. They start on the ground with Forte. A strong running. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs.
It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for the Dolphins. 34 yards.
And they just had another big there, and I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
It's the age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it, right?
Go ahead and stop me. And I think a lot of the times they just look at it like, let's just play the game, and however it turns out, it turns out. Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of 2. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
Oh, nice spin.
Oh, that brought back bad memories.
And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves them with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Roethlisberger will throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Larry Fitzgerald with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year. And he takes off with it. It's a fake. And this is caught in the middle of the field. And he will not make it to the goal line as his try for two is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills getting set to go. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities. Normally, he's pretty reliable. He usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
Manning will try again on second down. The left side completion to Jones. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Throwing is Manning on third down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And fourth down coming up. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll punt it away for the second time. First kick 47. This one looks good as well. On the return, Hester. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And it'll be Dolphin. Football. Comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were...
That's caught inside the 20. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
And the Bills are going to recover. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
Now Jones looking deep downfield. And they win big on first down. Proves unfruitful.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
Forte, the lone running back. Throwing, Jones, sliding out of the pocket. And he finds a man, it's Olsen. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They go play action here on first down. And caught left side, Olsen. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On first down, this is Forte. And he cuts it out to and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
And the defense stays no good.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
They go back to the air here after the INT. On the catch, it's Crowder. Second down to the offense, needing 5 yards. On second down, here's Manning. Quick throw, that's complete on the inside slant. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Manning now on first down. And now the ball comes out. Manning lost it. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And the Dolphins getting set to go here. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels because every team...
That's caught inside the 20. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I, we think about dinner plans, but we also know that plenty of people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it because...
You're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Manning now on first down. And that's complete to Huff. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards on the pickup. And it's first down, Buffalo. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On first and 10, here's Manning. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there? Toe tap. You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
I'm not quite sure how he wasn't able to hold on to that one in the end zone. A great opportunity lost, but a lot of relief for the defensive guys. When they get into film next week, they're going to want to know what happened. Where was the breakdown that almost allowed a touchdown?
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Brent Grimes. And that will write a finish to this ball game.